This commemorative speech is dedicated to my mom, Ana Teresita Mora. April 18, 1968, my grandparents, Fredes and Isauro Gonzalez, immigrated into the United States from Cuba. They had 2 children, my uncle, Alejandro, and my mother, who was only 11 months old, and my uncle was 3 years old. My mother was immediately put into the 1st grade, skipping kindergarten, knowing no English at all. This required her to have tutoring every day after school. At the age of 7, she was required to take the citizenship exam for the United States. Throughout high school, she was required to clean offices to make money for herself and her family. Not only did she work, but she also participated in extracurricular activities. Her first 3 years of high school, she was on the drill team. However, she loved to run and still does it whenever she can. So, her senior year of high school, she qualified for the overall state meet for track. She graduated high school and began to work. She had different jobs and met my father in the meantime. She got married at the age of 23 to my father, James. This year they celebrated 28 years of marriage and have been together for 32 years total. She began to work for Presbyterian as a nurse recruiter and hopefully will retire soon. My parents both had a rough childhood. Once my parents had me as a child, they wanted to set an amazing role. They wanted to make sure that I did not have to deal with what they had to growing up. She is the absolute best role model. Both of my parents are. My mom has amazing drive, motivation, a very kind heart, a beautiful smile, is very selfless, and has immense love for her family. These traits all keep me motivated to continue my everyday routine, no matter how hard it is. There is no better feeling than being around someone who spreads love and happiness. Don't let me fool you. When I was beginning my teenage years, she was a disciplinarian when she had to be, because I was a handful. Without those days, though, she would have not shaped me into the woman that I am today, and I thank her for that. When I was in high school, she was determined to pursue her bachelor's degree, and she successfully achieved that goal at the age of 43. I have never been so proud of her. She continues to make me smile every single day. Being 1,300 miles away from your family is so hard, but it is all worth it in the end. When they all tell you how proud they are of you. Hearing those words from the woman who has achieved so much in her life and has worked for everything she has is so humbling. With hard work and determination, anything is possible, and she is a breathing example of that statement. I love her indefinitely.